Come on, Mike. Man, we got to introduce ourselves. I'll do it. Welcome to Two Dudes in a Garage. Welcome to Two Dudes in a Garage. I'm Brad.
I'm Mike.
The legend.
The legend, a.k.a.
A.K.A. the legend.
The legend.
I thought we already established that.
In the last episode.
We established that in the very first episode when your mama high-fived the doctor.
Yes.
First and foremost, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on these videos. It helps us keep going, and it makes us feel good about ourselves. We really appreciate it, especially comments we get. We had some interest on our last show. So make sure you subscribe, like, and comment on these videos.
Sorry.
And make sure you check us out on Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and Spotify for our audio version of each of these. You can listen to them in the car, on a trip, not a ship, on a trip, or anywhere you listen to podcasts at.
Boat, plane.
Boat, plane, anywhere.
Motorcycle.
Motor? I guess so, yeah. You
Yeah,
listen
I
to
have a
something
radio
too.
on the bike.
So this is going to be a big one. We've been gone for 2 weeks. We took off to go to the Gamecocks Coastal Carolina football game last weekend. And, of course, this weekend is Thanksgiving. To all you guys out there, I hope you guys had a really good Thanksgiving, ate lots of turkey, and got to express what you were thankful for. What are you thankful for, Mike?
Go Panthers.
I'm not thankful for that.
Well, they're playing your team, so we need to win.
I'm not playing my team. They're playing any team that the Panthers play as my team.
I thought you liked the Rams.
I do like the Rams. Stafford's a great quarterback. He's been around for a while. I'm really glad he won one with them, and they're having a hell of a year. And I root for anybody the Panthers are playing. Speaking of football, hopefully none of y'all saw the Gamecocks versus Clemson yesterday.
It wasn't very good, especially at the end.
I'm sorry. I think it's time for Beamer to go. Well, we got a lot of stuff to go over today. Sports will be one of them. But the main topic that we're going to have for this show is going to be the fact that ICE came to Charlotte, which is in our backyard. We both work in Charlotte and live right outside. And we're going to talk about that for our main topic after we go through some of the main things going on. I mean, it is a little different when it's your backyard, but we'll talk about that in just a little bit. Let's start off with some of the news going on. Mike, you didn't hear this when I wrote it down, but O.J. Simpson's estate agreed. Simpson.
That's the black guy, right?
The guy that played football, yeah. And was in the Hertz commercials when we were younger. He was also in Naked Gun. Did you know that?
Yeah. And he played a few other things. But
Yeah, criminal. But his estate agreed to a $58 million settlement.
Does he have $58 million?
That's kind of what I was thinking. Isn't that the same dude who got arrested for stealing his own shit
Yeah.
in Vegas?
Well, it was his.
Yeah, I really don't understand how that. So you don't get him for murder, but you get him for stealing his own shit?
Hey, the gloves don't fit. You must quit.
Isn't that how the Kardashians made it through everything?
Probably.
Because
They had the same lawyer.
their dad was the lawyer.
Well, he's the same guy. I mean,
Last I heard, OJ was broke, but I didn't even know he had 58
is he
million.
still alive?
No, he's dead.
I thought he died. That's why he's taking it from the estate, right?
Yeah.
You got to read between the lines over there.
Sticking in the sports world, Chris Boyd, a cornerback for the Jets, caught
glad
a
you-
shot in the stomach.
I'm glad you told me he was a player for the Jets. I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't know neither. But he caught a shot in the stomach. And just to be honest with you, I think that's the first Jets player to catch anything this year. Too soon?
Way too soon. They're turning it around.
I meant after the guy got shot.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. He did catch it.
He did catch it in the belly, I think.
Sorry, dude.
That's the first time anybody's caught anything in the belly this year for the Jets. I mean, the Jets are pretty bad. I don't like the Panthers, but they're better than the Jets.
Yes.
But you can always get a massage. That's Brett Favre in the Jets organization. Anyway, also, if you haven't seen, Jelly Roll looks great, man. He's lost a bunch of weight. We're definitely going to have to change his name from Jelly Roll to Whole White Bagel pretty soon.
Because he ain't a roll no more.
He ain't a Jelly Roll anymore.
That dude's, his face is like,
Do they even offer whole wheat jelly? I mean, jelly rolls?
Holy jelly?
Whole wheat.
Whole wheat?
You know,
You can get whatever you want. I own a bagel shop.
he looks like a whole wheat bagel now. He's too skinny, man. Some people out there, man, just should stay the way they are. I know everybody's going to be like, oh, you don't want anybody to be healthy and all that shit, but Jelly Roll is Jelly Roll.
That's who he was. I mean, he was fat. That's Jelly Roll.
I mean, the skinny face thing that looks like he
Looks like he's dying.
Yeah, he looks like he's sick or, I mean, dude, some of those shots are just too much, I guess.
Can I get some?
I think, aren't you on them?
No. I'm on certain shots, but not that shot.
I'm just saying, dude, he doesn't look natural, and he looks really, really weird.
That's surgery.
Speaking of weird shit, the Epstein files have finally been released after all the hob-to-do about Trump being in some of those. Did it really change your life that the files got released?
It changed mine.
It changed yours?
Changed mine.
How did they do that?
Now I can only go to work at 9, 10 o'clock in the morning instead of 6 o'clock.
So the Epstein files changed your time of work?
Yes.
How is that?
That's just changing my time.
That's a policy at your job?
Yes.
So since the Epstein files are released now, you guys...
It's new company policy. Go into work when you want to. We've just been released.
You've just been released. I'm just trying to figure out stuff.
Do I still have a job?
You have a job. You work hard, man. You work all day. Also, speaking of cool shit that's happened this week, if you haven't checked it out, make sure you check out our video on the Who Has the Hottest Chicks, Republicans or Democrat. And since then, it has been some interesting thing for some of our winners during that show. Remember the girl I told you that was...
The Democrat?
The Democrat. The one Democrat I picked, her name is... It's not syphilis. It reminds me of syphilis, but it's syphilis. But she got in trouble for apparently... If you're getting charged, you're... what is it, apparently, or...
An addict?
No, I mean, you're not guilty.
Alcoholic?
No, I'm an alcoholic. You're not...
You're acquitted?
No, you're presumption.
Presumption to be innocent.
Allegedly, she stole $5 million from FEMA.
How do you allegedly steal $5 million?
I mean, you've been charged with it, but they can't prove it yet. I think that's why they always say allegedly. It's like when a guy kills somebody and then gets killed by the cops. Allegedly, he shot the person.
So you're innocent until proven guilty?
Yeah, but I think she got busted. But syphilis, if you remember...
I told you not to pick her.
You did. Syphilis was the one Democrat that I picked that I thought she was good looking compared to, and which is ironic, compared to Anna Paulina Luna, who if I would have seen her in her bathing suit, United States flag bathing suit, on her Twitter page, I definitely would have picked her. If you haven't seen it, check it out. No, you picked syphilis.
I'd have probably picked her too if I'd have seen that.
And I'll throw one up on there. I'll throw a picture from her Twitter page on there while we're editing this, but she definitely would have won if I'd have seen that picture before. Wow. Smoking hot. Anna Paulina Luna. I'm glad you're in Congress. Anytime you want to do like a Congress calendar or something, make sure you're on the cover. But for some of our other winners, my favorite girl, Nancy Mace, was unsuccessful in her censorship of Polisk, something like that. It's the lady that was getting text messages from Jeffrey Epstein during congressional hearings. Nancy Mace tried to get her censored and had a vote on it, and she was unsuccessful. But I think the one that had the worst time since our little contest, who I picked and you didn't pick, was MTG. Taylor Greene has resigned from Congress effective next year because she's in a pissing match with MAGA, with President Trump and the MAGA movement.
Why she had to wait till next year?
Because that's how it works. I think she has to wait till January 1st.
I say you can get her out now.
You know, man, she was such a strong voice. I don't know what happened or how she turned away so bad. I don't really understand it because she was such a strong voice for Trump. And usually she she talks stuff that makes sense. Now, she goes a little bit overboard with some of her stuff in Congress, but for the most part, she's been a pretty strong ally. So I don't understand what happened to her. But for the good ladies that won in my side, it has been like almost like the Madden curse. If you don't know, it's a football game where you get on the cover and you automatically get hurt or etc. That's how it's been for my winners of our little contest week before last. They have not had good times.
I got hurt last year. That's why I used to be on the cover.
You were on the cover of Madden?
Yes.
You're definitely going to be on the cover of some shirts will get made. The legend. If you haven't seen it, make sure you check out the baby video of the legend and telling the origin of his name. It's a great video. Speaking of the Panthers, how'd they do against San Francisco? Monday Night Football.
Well, they let the spotlight take over.
Does that mean they lost?
They lost by a couple points. I don't remember the exact score.
Yeah, it was a whooping.
But it is what it is. It's the Panthers. Cardiac cats. That's what we call them.
Nah, that's back when they used to win.
No, that's when they get a chance to win, they lose.
Now for our main story, and right before we get into our main story, I have to let you guys know some funny shit that happened speaking of Thanksgiving. There was, right before Thanksgiving, a live turkey truck that wrecked on 77.
I didn't see that.
You didn't see that?
Uh-uh.
It shut down a section of 77 North because the truck turned over and turkeys were all running away.
But we did have an alcoholic knock down one of the street signs over 77 last night.
Was that an alcoholic that hit the street sign?
Yeah. They said he was drunk.
He was drunk that hit the sign and then fell on the car?
Fell all across the whole interstate. Idiot.
But the turkeys running around, they were making an escape.
Well, some of them wanted to live.
I think they were from El Salvador and they heard ICE was in town.
Might have been an ice truck.
And they were in an ICE truck and tipped over and they were running for their lives.
How do you do
It's
it?
not even, I can't even do it. I don't even know now. You remember? Gobble, 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 gobble,
Wait a
gobble.
minute, that was Mason Waters. Hold on.
Maxine Waters. I don't even want to hear.
Go,
about,
Maxine, go.
I don't want to hear about her making that noise, dude. That's it's not good.
Well, she's got the gobbler in her neck.
I thought your girlfriend was the gobbler.
No, she's the Joker.
No, she's actually the chick from Wicked. Matter of fact, we're going to end the show with a picture I made for you about your famous girl
Which one?
and what you called her, Nancy.
Pelosi?
I got a picture to put at the end of this.
You know, I got a picture hanging up above my bed.
I don't want to know what you do when you look at that picture. On to our main story of the show. So ICE came to town, and I've been a big proponent for ICE getting people out. Illegal immigration has caused us lots of problems. It has not vetting these people before they come in has been a problem. Immigration should be allowed, but it also should be done through proper channels. And that's the hard line position I held until they came to town. And I am a diehard Republican. I am 100% for closed borders. But I will tell you from experience, it is a change of attitude when it happens in your backyard. Like I said, me and Mike both work in Charlotte. And it makes a difference when you know some of the people that are being harassed, or some of the people you didn't know were illegal, or some of the people that are legal but still get harassed. It makes a difference.
There should be exemption for the guys that are here, that have been here, that are hard workers. You shouldn't be coming after them. You should be going after these Muslims that's aggravating everybody, and the terrorists and, the knuckleheads, the gang members and all that came from El Salvador and all that. They should be going after them instead of the hard-working people. Because our warehouse was closed. We didn't have hardly anybody at work.
Well, it's kind of how Charlotte was. First of all, statistically, they arrested 370, they call illegal immigrants. And from the reports, and again, we don't know if this is verified or not, this is from news, from a different couple of outlets, only 1/3 of that 370 had criminal records. And that is a problem to most just general people. We are 100, like Mike said, we are 100% against getting criminals out of here. You know, I think that if you commit a crime and you're in here legal or as a legal immigrant or an illegal immigrant, if you're an immigrant and you earn citizenship or you got a green card or whatever, if you commit a felony, you should be deported. I agree with that 100%. Part of that problem is that Democrats, like in Charlotte, need to open these jails up. So when they get arrested, ICE doesn't have to go through the neighborhood to find them. They go to the jail, they pick them up, get them out, and they deport them. That would make ICE's job easier, and then they wouldn't have to search through the neighborhoods.
No, they'd already know where they're at.
And they could just pick them up and get them out. And, you know, like you said, there was a lot of people closed. There were businesses closed. Job sites were closed. A lot of things were closed. And the first thing people said is, well, you shouldn't be hiring these illegal immigrants. Well, first of all, a lot of people in a lot of jobs don't know whether their employees are illegal immigrants or not. You know, if you fill out a job application, you have a driver's license, and you speak English, I wouldn't even think to question it. Like, I don't ask people that work for us, are you a legal immigrant? I think that would be rude as shit just because you're Latino to ask you whether you're a legal immigrant or not. I wouldn't even think about asking. And to be honest with you, the way the workforce is today, if you show up to work, I know this is not a popular belief, but I don't give a shit.
Well, the immigrants, whether legal or illegal, are the ones that are doing the jobs that the Americans don't want to do. And a lot of them do a better job at it. A lot of the stuff I see these guys doing, I ain't doing. And it ain't going to happen. But they're good people. Not all of them, but most of them. And there's you got a lot of criminals that's in that group. And then you just get rid of the criminals, weed out the bad, and everybody go back to work.
Yeah. Yeah, and again, that goes back to Democrats allowing the ICE people to get into the jails. And when you get arrested, let them take them out of the country. Let them deport them.
When you open the border wide open and let anybody and everybody come in, this is what you have. Somebody's got to be the bad guy and take the people out.
The only problem is that they're
Republican.
No.
I don't see no Democrats taking anybody out.
No, but the problem is that.
But you look at Obama, Biden, Clinton, even Bush, all them back in the day, even Hillary, as crooked as she is, talking about getting out the illegal immigrants. They can't be here. They don't need to be here. They're taking our jobs. So why all of a sudden why all of a sudden Trump is the bad guy? They've been doing it just as much as Trump has been doing it.
Well, I don't think Trump's a bad guy. I think that they screwed it up a little bit.
Trump is the fall guy.
They didn't. What they've done is instead of daggone pinpointing people, they've taken a big scoop of the bowl and then laid it over, like when you have spaghetti and you have the strainer. They're scooping everybody up and then straining them out of which ones are legal and which ones are illegal. And I think when you do that, you separate people from their houses, and even legal immigrants start to get frustrated. Like, I have a guy that works for us. He is 100% legal, been here since he was 3 years old, does an amazing job, and had nothing to worry about during this thing, but he kind of locked himself up because he was worried that, he had friends that were detained. They had their papers and stuff, but they were detained for a few hours until they could prove that their papers were legit. Well, the talking points for everybody right now is kind of similar to what you said, is that these guys came into our country and took American jobs. So his frustration and what he responded to me was, Brad, I tell you what, let this shit last for a month and let's see how the jobs get done since we took American jobs. Because right now we're the only one doing these jobs. He had a point, man. Like, if those guys don't show up to work, you saw how Charlotte was shut down for a week, almost a week and a half. These guys don't show up to work. Some shit's not getting done.
A lot of stuff won't get done, but you'll force the American people to go back to work.
Yeah, but there's got to be a cycle where they get trained to do some of these jobs. Like electricians, drywall, ceilings, floorings. We don't train the youth anymore in these jobs. I mean, we
No.
just don't.
There's no training.
No trade school.
No trades out there. Nobody wants to do them. And besides that, if you fly a flag from your country over here and you hate the United States, go back home. Go back to your country.
No, I agree with that.
And get out of my country.
That doesn't mean that you're a legal immigrant. I'm talking about anybody that's over
that's
here.
right.
You don't like the America we live in, feel free to pack your shit.
And leave.
And there are plenty of us that will give you tickets to go whatever country you choose to. Because I can tell you this, from being overseas, it ain't no better anywhere else. This is the best country in the United States. In the United States, best country in the damn world. And if you don't like that shit, feel free to roll out.
I agree.
Man, your insight is amazing.
I'm there.
Speaking of that too, is we have, and I don't know how we missed talking about this earlier, but since we're talking about illegal immigration and letting people in and stuff, the horrible shit that went down in Washington with the two National Guard from West Virginia, my home where I was born. Man, one tragically she lost her life, and the other one's fighting for their life at the time we're recording this.
Well, that Muslim guy shot both of them point blank. That's what I heard.
And then he screamed that Allah, whatever shit.
Adullah, Allah, or whatever. They shot him too, but I think he's fighting for his life too.
Well, please keep him alive so he don't get to check out his whatever. What is it? 37 virgins you get or some shit.
Something like that. But that one girl, she died. And the other guy's in serious condition.
And man, you guys are out there targeting a guy that's working on a construction site, busting his ass just to go home and see his family, and yet this schmuck that can rain terror on people and scream some kind of crap, Allah Bula Walla whatever. And he's here and he's going to get a trial, and he's going to, if he lived through it, he's going to stick his butt in jail for years. He's going to go through this and that and this and that. You know what, man? If you commit a terrorist act, you should be deported to whatever country that you're following the terrorist shit for.
I need to bring back a shooting squad.
South Carolina's got it.
Need to bring it back.
I think they should bring back public hanging. If you commit a rape or a terrorist or a child molestation thing, put you right in the center square and rock it out. I mean, it would deter the crime.
It'd deter a whole lot of crap.
But what do I know, man? Hey, I hope everybody out there had a great Turkey Day. We'll be getting ready. We'll be back on our normal schedule next Sunday. I hope everybody got their Black Friday shopping in. It's about Cyber Monday, right?
Yeah, I got a shout out.
Give a shout out, baby.
Give a shout out to the Hodge twins. And my boys. Y'all come check us out.
Hodge twins.
Yeah.
You act like you know them or something.
I seen them on the podcast.
The Hodge twins are pretty cool. Well, if you're giving shouts out like that, I give a shout out to my boy Ben Shapiro. I know you're in a pissing match with a bunch of people, but I still love you, brother. Anyway, we'll be back next Sunday. Make sure you check out the rest of our videos. Please, again, subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Let us know what you think about Charlotte, ICE coming to Charlotte, and about a change we can do to the immigration policies on how to speed track people through and still protect our borders. Mike, tell them bye.
Nah. Yeah. Peace.
God bless. I love you. And like I said, I'm going to leave you out with the picture of my boy and what he's dreamed about her job being in honor of the wicked thing. Love you. Mean it. You know what it is, right?
No.
Oh, I'll show you after I edit. Did you have to do that? Later.
Peace. Deuces. Well,